Now, dear students, let us discuss a very important concept, that is chemical solutions to environmental toxicology. Now, this is a very, we can say, there are various natural processes like afforestation, cleaning of water, but that are very less effective. No doubt they are very much effective, but if they are adopted at a large scale. But what are the chemical processes? Being a chemist, we have to do something about the cleaning of environment. We have to provide our contribution for the well-being of environment. Now, how is it? That is by adopting green chemistry. Now, dear students, green chemistry was formulated by Dr. Paul Anastas, and there are basic principles of green chemistries. First is prevention of waste. Second, maximum incorporation of the reactants. Third, prevention or minimization of hazardous products. Fourth, energy requirement for any synthesis should be minimum. Fifth, selecting appropriate solvent. Sixth, selecting appropriate starting material. Next, use of protecting group should be avoided whenever possible in organic chemistry. Next, use of catalyst should be preferred whenever possible. Next, product obtained should be biodegradable as compared to non-biodegradable, and the manufacturing process should be so designed so as to eliminate the possibility of accidents like Bhopal gas tragedy. And the last one is, we have to strengthen analytical techniques to control hazardous compounds. So, my dear students, if we adopt any of these basic principles, we can minimize the loss of environment in the form of various pollutants. Now, let us discuss what is green chemistry. Green chemistry is defined as environmentally benign chemical synthesis. I repeat, environmentally benign. As we all know that cancer are two types, benign and malignant. Benign is harmless, malignant is very much harmful. So the word benign mean harmless. We are adopting various processes on the basis of already discussed basic principles of green chemistry. Now let us discuss few basic principles, as our topic is how to minimize waste pollutants chemically or by chemist, or how chemist played a role in maintaining the well-being of environment. First is designing a green synthesis. What it means? It means we can choose that process of reaction which is very less toxic. As far as possible, we should eliminate byproduct and waste. Next is choice of starting materials. My dear students, always prefer to use water because water is harmless. Instead of using CCl4, benzene, paraffin, etc., we can use less toxic solvents. So choice is very important. Another is choice of reagents. Reagents should be made on the basis of its availability, efficiency, and its effects on environment. Next is choice of catalysis. Certain reactions, we can say, produce much faster at a lower temperature that give good yield. Catalyst like heavy metals should be avoided because they are toxic in nature. Similarly, we can prevent waste product also, which means the synthesis should be carried out in such a way so as the formation of waste product is minimum. So it is very much important. In most cases, the cost involved in the treatment and disposal of waste adds to the overall cost of production. So my dear students, even the unrected starting materials form the part of waste. The waste, when discharged in the atmosphere, in the water bodies or land, not only not only create cause pollution but also require expenditure for cleaning up. So we have to take up all the basic principles of green chemistry so as to minimize the pollution. Thanks.